Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to let you know? Kindly answer this. Anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something.
Yeah.
Destined for nothing.
Searching, baby. You know it. Searching for some St. Ricketts. I love it. Take a break there, fellas. St. Ricketts with fire cannot burn. www.stricketts.com. It is the theme song to the 100% live Tuesday night episode of The Yo Show.
Yo, sorry.
Yo, Jewel Tatey muting herself for a moment. Not true, sorry, in the house. What is up? The dogs must know it's Tuesday at 8 o'clock because they're freaking the heck out upstairs. I don't blame them. But good evening and welcome to the Yo Show. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. I am your host for the festivities that we are about to witness over the next 2 hours or more if it goes good, or less if we lose our edge. With me as always, well, not as always, because last week we didn't have her, but we'll talk about that. But with me as usual, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, the master of 1,000 faces. When I say dumb shit, the best face in broadcasting, podcasting, webcasting, simulcasting, bodycasting. Am I out of castings? Anyway, Jewel Tatey, ladies and gentlemen.
You're done. I'll take it. How are you doing tonight, Jeff?
We're doing great. Yeah, you're done. That's enough casting. I'll take it. Thank you. So we did miss Jewel last week. As you know, the Yo Show, despite being this huge juggernaut of profits and money, where Jewel and I make millions of dollars, we still work other jobs. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
Jewel's other job decided to snag her at the last minute last week, and it's okay. Lydia Manson filled in. We thank you, Lydia. Always great.
I'm making Lydia a thank you present because she is just the best person ever. Love you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for holding it down as always. Yes. I mean, sometimes life gets in the way, but I'd rather be here. So,
of course, and I'm not going to lie, I love Lydia, but and like I said, we do, and we're bringing back the Wednesday nights thing to 2.0 just to get more audience. But I do miss the ever loving hell out of Jewel when it's Tuesday night and she's not here. It does.
It's weird.
It does put a crimp in it. It is a little weird. People think we got this certain magic, and we love that. And we thank Lydia. We thank last week's guest, Jewel. I know you missed it, and she is more than willing to come back on. Even talking about doing live things. Barbara Blackthorn last week. Barbara, thank you so much. Lead singer of Empress, just a gorgeous individual and just a great person, smart, fun, terrific program last week. We thank her.
I know. I'm so mad I missed Barbara.
I know.
She's so amazing.
We have so many great things coming up, so you got biggies coming up, so don't worry. You missed some, you're not missing it all. Tonight, Jewel, with this brand new Wi-Fi high-speed internet thing I got, I put us on the giant screen. And I got to tell you, No disrespect to my wife, no disrespect to anybody. You look even more beautiful on the big screen. You look amazing tonight. I look like a jackass. But you look great. And I'm telling you, everybody, if you're out there, watch on YouTube, put it on your smart TV, watch the year show. We look great. We look great. We should be on TV. We look great on TV.
Great. No,
We do. We look great on television.
Now, I tried to sit outside today. It was a beautiful day. Get some sun. I didn't get too much sun, but it's a beautiful day, right?
Whitney.
You had all
Hello. Good evening.
day off today. Why do kids get off election day? I never understood that. And
I
we don't.
have no idea. And I know, like,
Teachers do the elections at this school.
I mean, other people vote besides teachers. No,
dynamite,
no argument.
frozen pizza.
Give them a thumbs up.
Make sure you smash the thumbs up button in the face, but don't break your electronics. Warning. Warning. Do not.
Like, comment, share.
Like, comment, share, just like my mom said. And if you want some merch, comment down below.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Yep.
Comment.
And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Make the
She's tongue tied tonight. She's usually so much better at this.
my channel and type in the zodiac sign because I'm playing a game called Zodiac Run.
Oh, you know, Jeff is your sign too. You're both Tauruses.
Taurus the bull.
Yep. He's thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm hearing.
And the awesome Joey, ladies and gentlemen, our young little spokesmodel who likes to tell you all to like and subscribe, where to find us: YouTube, Twitch. Hello, Twitchers. We love you getting mad reviews on Twitch, Facebook, blogtalkradio.com, www.theyoshow215.com. And let's talk about tonight. This guy is fantastic. Local artist. He actually sat with us in studio live and sang some of this great stuff. This dude is friggin' amazing. Singer, songwriter, plays the guitar, raps like very few you ever heard. The one and only, the amazing Mr. Mike Nappi with us this evening. Yes! Mike Nappi of Nappi Music around 8:30 this evening. A brand new album out called Death to the 9 to 5. Pretty much telling everybody, screw your regular job, go out and live. Sounds easy, but
make music, make beats.
Right.
Be on
if I could, if I could go like Mike Nappi, I probably would quit my 9 to 5.
Well, we're here, and he's here tonight, and I'm so excited. He was so great in studio, and man, that seems like 10 years ago.
I know, right? I was watching it again before because I was going to play the bit on it, but for some unknown reason, that episode where he was singing froze a couple times and stuttered, and I'm like, damn, you gotta be kidding me. So
I blame our manager at the time.
Yeah, our manager / studio engineer.
Right.
Thanks for nothing.
Seriously.
Yes, right. Mike Nappi, man. Mike Nappi is in the house tonight, 8:30. Super excited. He's been sharing it. He's excited for it. We love him. Great dude. The pride of Delco. Is he the pride of Delco? Because guess what, Joel Tatey? A very great Delco person who is also friends with Mike, a guy you might know. He's been on the show a few times. Today is his birthday. The Yo Show wants to scream a very happy birthday to one of our most viewed guests, one of the funniest and most outrageous comedian performers ever. Ladies and gentlemen, a very happy birthday to Mr. Troy David Hendrickson, also known as Aunt Mary Pat DeSabatino. Troy, if you're out there, you catch us eventually, whatever. Happy birthday, dude. My wife is in love with you. We're in love with you. You're awesome, dude. Like I said, one of our most viewed guests ever. And it's great. Joel, say a little something to Troy on his birthday.
I know. Happy birthday, Troy. He put up my favorite Casey Musgraves song too. And so, like, born in a hurry, woke up late, haven't been early since '88. But he's such a huge Casey Musgraves fan. Love Troy. I mean, he's playing all over the Philadelphia area. So if you haven't seen him yet, go out, have a good time, go to a Troy David Hendrickson, Aunt Mary Pat show because they're phenomenal.
If you're living under a rock, this is the name of the fella, Troy David Hendrickson, and the character Aunt Mary Pat DeSabatino. and get out from under your rock, 'cause this guy's freaking amazing.
It's,
And go watch him, because he's awesome. Top 5 time, Jewel, as you know, me and Jewel do a brand new top 5 each week. And each week makes her cringe just a little bit more.
this
But
was a good one.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
We do top 5 things, and I wanted to try and mix it up. So tonight we did build your top 5 supergroups. So you get a band, 5 members. We're gonna have a guitar player, of course, a bassist, a singer, a drummer, and one guy to do whatever you want, or one girl to do whatever you want in music. And I will start with singer, of course, the one and only Mr. Freddie Mercury of Queen. I'm a huge Freddie guy. We know it. I love his voice. I love his stage presence. I miss him. One of my favorite artists of all time. Rest in peace, of course, to the great Freddie Mercury. On guitar from Guns N' Roses, the one and only Slash. Yeah, go figure. I'm a Guns N' Roses fan as well, so Slash. On bass from Black Sabbath, the one and only Mr. Geezer Butler. I'm telling you, nobody picks that like Geezer. It's amazing. Brian Farris, I see you chiming in. Don't think I didn't see you sneaking in here. If only, he's only here to say if anybody says Toby is the best Spider-Man, they're on crack.
Oh, is that? Let's argue.
Yeah, I thought you saw it. So
I'll find out.
real quickly as I do my top 5, Angela, who does Yo 2.0 with us a lot and is a good friend of the show, asked if I can see her comments. If you're on Facebook, I cannot see your comments. If you want to stay on Facebook and also scoot over to YouTube and give us a double view, we can see your comments there. I don't know why. It stinks.
And subscribe while you're there.
Yes, like and subscribe while you're there, while you're on both. Drums, John Bonham, of course, from Led Zeppelin. I know it's kind of cliche and everybody says Bonham, but Bonham's in my band. So I got my singer, my guitar player, my bass player, my drummer, and my wild card, my 5th on keyboards and on mixing and on producing and all doing all kind of crazy stuff, Mr. Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails. That is my Mega 5 band, my all-star band.
Freddie Mercury?
Yeah, my singer's Freddie Mercury. Did a dynamite job of paying attention to my top 5.
I want like 10 singers. I want, we need like dueling pianos.
That's all. See, piano's good. You could have picked an Elton John or a Billy Joel.
You need a Mike Nappi beat.
No, we definitely need a Mike Nappi. Where the hell was I at? He should have been the wild card.
Yes.
Damn it.
I'm down with beatboxing.
So,
Okay.
Teddy, your top 5 or your all-star 5 band.
No particular order. I just saw Alt J and Gus. I had to even look up his name. Gus Under Hamilton is a phenomenal keyboardist. I saw him live twice, and man, this guy can play, and he has that falsetto, and he's just a dream in person. Guitar, man, I'm torn. I've seen Tom Morello a bunch on tour with Bruce, and then Dan Auerbach from Black Keys. I love them both. And then Max Weinberg, I would have to put on drums. I do love Travis too. Travis has always been one of my favorite drummers, but love Max Weinberg. And Ringo. Ringo's a great drummer.
Ringo stinks.
It's hard. But voices, I need 2 at least. I should have done male and female, but I love Suzanne Sunford and Shannon Shaw from Shannon and the Clams. Didn't have a bassist. And then I thought Kim Gordon. But, man, I don't know. I need a lot. I need an orchestra, okay?
You do. I'm going to go with like what I can decipher out of all that, 'cause that's a lot.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to repeat it back.
That was great. So, yeah, we'll go keyboard. Like, you jump right out of keyboard, which is, I guess, like your wild card. And it's Gus Under Hamilton. Wow, that's a lot to say. Guitar, Tom Morello. I like that. Like I said, we don't do politics here, so whatever he believes in, I don't care. Man can shred.
Everyone says stuff. This isn't about anything but music. So
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't do that crap here.
if I always said this, like, do I like Kanye West as a person? No, but I love his music.
I know his music really is good.
Our guests happen to be good people, and we would love to hang out with them, and we have. So that's the difference.
Exactly. That's what we're all
Sometimes
about.
if you just have a mad genius in music or art or something like that, sometimes they're not the best people. So just keep that in mind. But they produce great stuff.
But we have a mad genius in music who's an awesome person at 8:30 tonight, Mr. Mike Nappi. Drums, Max Weinberg. Singer, we're going to go with Shannon Shaw. And bassist will be Kim Gordon. And I know yours would be so much different than mine. Very much different than mine.
Yeah, very much so.
So we rehashed Jules. We rehashed mine real quick. I got to figure out what mouse works. See that? Telling you, neither mouse is working. Okay, so Freddie Mercury will be your singer. Slash will play your guitar. Geezer Butler is on bass. John Bonham on drums, and the wild card, Trent Reznor. Great top 5 list, and I kind of enjoy that branch out thing.
The Slash and Miles Kennedy.
Oh,
that was
dude.
the combo, man. Alder Bridge.
I was so close to putting Miles Kennedy down as my singer, but he's great. But Freddie, like a legend. Oh, his voice is so awesome. Very unique. He's also a great guitar player, too. Just like that, too.
I can hit that. I can hit that note if I try.
We said, like, we don't like to get into anything too deep, be it political, be it controversial or whatever, but we absolutely positively, Jewel, like everybody should, we have to kind of, send our hearts out to the victims of these recent mass shootings. Buffalo, North Carolina, Texas, etc. A lot of innocent people going down at the hands of mass shootings. It's tragic. It's absolutely horrendous. And we feel here, I know, like I said, Show, we don't do a lot of serious topics, but, sometimes you got to dig deep and get serious. Like, look, man, if you're having that bad a day or you're losing your mind that much, it's going to sound cold, but take it out on yourself, man. Why take it out on all these innocent people who are at supermarkets or at church? Like,
I always think that, like, what is the matter with you that you have to hurt other innocent people? Yeah, go, cause your own demise. Don't, bring other people into it.
I agree. And, again, just being the way I am, I'm not a journalist. And me and Joe aren't like broke-ass journalists. We're people who, as some say, interview, and we do topics and all that. And we have fun here on the program. But seriously, man, there's got to be something else, something different, some other kind of way. Find it, please. Really, mass shooting shit's got to stop. And you know what it does? If you want to protect your home with a gun, you're going to lose your gun rights because of these friggin' morons out there. So seriously, wise up.
Wise up, people.
Wise up, gather round.
So where are the comments? Are they on the Stoop? Are they on your page?
I've got some comments on.
I don't want to miss anyone.
I got them on my page, and Brian Ferris will know how I picked Geezer Butler over Geddy Lee. Easy, dude. Black Sabbath are like legendary. Rush is very good. Black Sabbath, legendary. Geddy Lee sings, and he's Canadian. Oh, sorry, we love our Canadians. Angela put testing. I'm sorry, your testing is not working. We do love you all, and I sent. Oh, here we go. Logging in the few. Mike Nappi. Before Mike logs in, let's play a song. We got it. We absolutely got it. Because we always fall behind lately doing this. My fault. But the brand new EP is Death to the 9 to 5, which I absolutely love that name. I think it's cool as could be. And we got a song from Mike here. Don't Look Down. And this is the official music video for Don't Look Down, Jewel. And we're going to play. I'm going to cut Jules' face out and my face out because you don't really come here. Well, you come here to see Jules' face, not mine. But let's get some Mike Nappi going on. Don't Look Down by Mike Nappi. It's only 2 minutes and 23 seconds. So we'll be right back. And by the time we get back, we'll be close to Mike. Don't worry. We're playing 2 songs from Mike tonight. Check it out.
To the question. Things are finally looking up, and I ain't looking down. I ain't looking down. I'm Feeling like a dragon coming out of hibernation. I ain't wasted no more, but I'm caffeinated. Spitting fire through the wire, favorite savor through the basics. Easy music always wins if you can two-step in your ASICs. It's hard not to dwell when you're in actual hell. Till you reckon you don't need to ascend to get to heaven. That's the blessing. In high school, I said, save me. Evanescence, flash forward, wasn't saved. I was stuck in depression. That's when I learned that I can't depend on luck or guessing. Whatever I'm asking for, I'm the answer to the question. If you don't hear from me no more, it's not you, it's me. I couldn't be here no more. I had to work on me. Things are finally looking up, and I ain't looking down. I ain't looking down. I remember where I came from, don't need to see it. I remember who I was to get me here, don't need to be it. I could tell you who will say stuff, and I can tell you who will just do it. So wish, and it doesn't have to be every time. No one focuses on missed shots from LeBron. How do you handle pressure with no time on the clock? It's Biggie every time with a wicked jump shot. It's what I do in the moment to win it. I've learned how to lose it, now I'm learning how to win it. So if you don't hear from me no more, it's not you, it's me. I couldn't be here no more. I had to work on me. Things are finally looking up, and I ain't looking down. I ain't looking down. Things are finally looking up, and I ain't looking down. I ain't looking down.
All right. Yes. Don't look down, Mike Nappi. Unfortunately, their little advertisement for Pharrell got there and blocked Mike's advertisement. But
Oh.
I agree,
All
dude.
right.
It is hot. 3 big time explosions. And thanks for tuning in as well, especially on YouTube. The people on YouTube and Twitch, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, if you want to leave comments and you're doing it on Facebook, we love you, but we're not seeing any of them. The great site StreamYard said, maybe you and Facebook are having an issue. I don't think so. I didn't link it. You link it.
Who links it?
StreamYard links it all together.
Oh. Yeah, it's not Lincoln.
I know. It's not Abraham Lincoln. So, Jewel, Mike Nappi, the latest. Tell me about it.
Oh my God, I'm just so excited for new music. It seems like he's just been working his butt off like through this whole pandemic since the last time. God, that was the last time. It was like right before, and then he's just been what?
Look at this. That Pro advertisement was my beat. Holy snap, man. Tony, this guy gets in with the biggest freaking people. I didn't even know that, dude. My apologies.
That's insane.
Oh my God. See, testing on
There
YouTube
you
works.
go.
There you are, Angela.
How you doing?
She made all these comments about finally meeting you in person the other day.
I
And how
know.
great it was. That was so wild to get that, and I love that. And Jewel and Angela, both their daughters are in cheerleading.
No, mine isn't.
Yours
My
isn't.
niece
So-
is.
Your nieces, okay. And they managed to meet at a cheer competition this past weekend. Very cool.
Random.
I mean, random meeting. Like, you didn't know each other were going to be there.
No, and far. Like it was in Souderton. It's like way up there. So,
Really? That is way up. That's
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
so
And
no, it
Angela's
was
like,
so
"She
nice
picked me
to
up."
meet her finally in person. And I mean, Angela has come in and filled my spot on so many occasions. So thank you. It's lovely meeting you. I'm the worst texter ever. I will get to you at some point.
Awesome. That's great. And I said Angela does help here on Tuesday nights. She does 2.0 on Wednesdays. Announcement about 2.0 coming later tonight as we return Wednesday with a massive guest coming back to 2.0. Good evening, JD Wolf in the house. JD, dude. Yeah, I know. You both are horrible texters. Jewel doesn't check her messages, nothing.
I know.
The
JD,
Facebook
thanks
ones.
for the follow. I'm trying to get better. I promise. As soon as summer comes, I feel like I'll catch my breath a little bit. But I
Awesome.
appreciate everyone.
JD was there last night. Me and him shared some talk, and where to find us, etc. More with Sepsis on Twitch, Sepsis TV on Twitch.
Yes.
Amazing. JD was there. A lot of great
Sepsis.
Sepsis people were there. The band was there and just raving about us, which we love. What's up, man? So speaking of people that are awesome, speaking of people that I follow, speaking of people that my wife loves, and speaking of great human beings and talent and all that stuff, let's get down to why we show up here. Our guest tonight has a brand new EP out called Death to the 9 to 5, and you can see the cover of him being all handsome in his tie, looking like a businessman. But in real life, he's maybe the baddest. I'm going to say it. Probably the baddest motherfucker on earth because he's cool as shit. Our guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the sensational singer, songwriter, rapper, Mr. Mike Nappi. Michael, yes!
Thank you. So happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, we are beyond thrilled to have you. And I remember, I was thinking back to when I first found you. And like I said, what Facebook does, I guess, because of the show, it always like recommends or sends me to musicians. And I saw you, I'm like, oh, look at this dude. He's got the long hair. Maybe he's a rocker. And I started looking at yourself and you're everything. You rap, you rock, you play guitar, you sing, you write, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, oh yeah, if this guy isn't Yo Show material, I don't know who is. And we even got in the studio. I watched that episode again today. I'm sitting next to you just shaking my head and just marveled. So thanks so much, man, for coming on.
Thanks
How you
for
been?
having me. Great. Thanks for having me. I follow your show, obviously, the Yo Show. And I think the reason that us three get along so well is because we're grinding, you know, you got to keep going. And so salute to you guys too. It's because it's not easy to just keep it up. But when you love it, you know, that's what gets you through it.
I agree. It's about loving it. Angela, who's a part of our Yo Show family, said, welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
And Mike, real quick, before we get into questions and all that, I was out the other day with my wife and she's looking through and checking out the show. And she's like, is this guy on your show this week? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy hell, this guy's hot. I'm like, not only is he hot, but he said there's the green eyes and the long hair. I'm like, not only is he hot, but he's
Wasn't she
super
there
talented.
that night? I swear she was in studio.
I thought she was there that night. I said you were there that night because
I don't think so. I think it was
Oh.
I brought a couple friends, but no.
yes, you did.
Yeah, I don't think
Your
your
wife was there.
Yep, she was there. Shout out Casey. She's
Happy
still getting done with-
anniversary too. You
Oh,
just
thank
had
you.
an Anniversary.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, 5 years married and we've been together for like 15 years or so. She's big reason why my music, you know, has wheels for sure in many ways. So she's a big rock.
I feel that, man, and that's absolutely amazing. My wife watches, and she said, "I'll be watching tonight." I'm like, yeah, I guess so. You think my guest is hot? Not your husband, but the guest.
Hey, the support's there,
brings
though.
you here.
Yeah.
Yes, support of some type is all we need. Absolutely. So, tell us about the new EP. It's Death to the 9 to 5, which I think is an awesome title because it's kind of true, man. Like nowadays, if you're just sitting in a 9 to 5 job, going through the motions, you ain't getting nowhere unless, like I said, like you're grinding. So tell us
Right.
about it, man. Tell us about the new EP, some of the great songs we just played. Don't Look Down. So
Yeah, thanks. Death to 9 to 5. I noticed that there was a theme in some of my newer songs. Just, you know, the one song's called You Ain't a Boss, and that was just kind of relating to having employers that I didn't like, you know. Another one's called Mansplaining, which is about, it says, like, I hate when people tell me how to do something when they can't even do it themselves. And I just realized how much it related to the 9 to 5. And this isn't a knock at people that have 9 to 5s, but I noticed like there's this evolution happening where, I mean, especially since COVID, even if you have a traditional 9 to 5, most likely it's the hours may have been affected or, you know, you're working from home sometimes now.
Yeah.
So I think there's no better or worse, but I think we've noticed that our society is kind of changing. The traditional 9 to 5 isn't like a standard really anymore.
And it shouldn't be. I mean, wasn't it created by like Henry Ford? Like
Yeah.
40 hours a week. Come on, we're so
Yep.
much more productive at home. Look at
Yep.
you. You got your studio set up. You've been like creating like crazy during COVID. How has the last 2 years been, just creative wise and doing your own thing?
Great. Yeah. Beginning of COVID was the end of me coming down from everything I went through in LA and with the Logan Paul thing. And then I committed to vlogging 365 days a year. That was insane. And I'll admit, like, a lot of the vlogs weren't great, but I'm proud I did that. I learned so much from that, including how to burn out, So I took all that and I decided to prioritize health. So I run 5 miles every day, 6 days a week, and practice my vocals. So I'm always prepared for stage. If I don't get time to rehearse, like traditionally with a guitar in my hands, at least I know I did an hour of vocals every day. And I noticed the energy increasing, and I just dove into the things finally that I never gave enough time to. Because I was lucky, like I always worked hard, but I was always making physical connections and networking that way. And then especially once COVID happened, I really kind of had to shift and start focusing on not only, of course, creating content, because I've always done that, but starting to learn like what formulas work, and recognizing that there's an audience that's following me, and I have to give them what they want, and find out what they want. So this past 2 years, I've kind of been like a business guinea pig to myself, and just been like trying to really crack this online code. Not that it ever can be fully cracked, but that's what I've been up to. And now I'm 2 years into this fitness routine, and my mind's great, and I'm starting to get like a nice schedule of when I should be doing what, creating music and doing the business stuff. And I'm really proud of where I've come in the past 2 years.
It's absolutely awesome, man.
Making your own schedule makes people the happiest, in my opinion. But that's interesting you said about like the online code, because you're big on TikTok. What do you think catches people, or what surprises you that gets you the most views, or like things you do that gets the most views? Because you do it all.
Great question. Almost always it's the stuff that I make in the moment without overthinking. There's something to that energy, and it's the same with music, like that energy is captured somehow, and it's like the purest form of expression. I was guilty for it for years, where I'd make that great thing and then compare it. They say what comparison's the thief of joy, and I like that. I would like I'd be like, well, my production doesn't sound as high quality as $1 million production, so I can't release this, or maybe I should redo the vocals again, or just with the TikTok, let me spend 8 hours editing a video. And I still do that sometimes, but it's really just, I think the hardest thing is the easiest thing. It's just having confidence in something that you come up with right away and giving it out. There's something to that.
I love that. And you would do such a great job of dropping like instant songs, like even 2 minutes long, whatever, like instant beats, instant songs, which is great. And you always got that keen mind about it. Well, let's get back to live playing, because I've always marveled. Like I said, you sat with us in the studio and played right next to me. I geeked out. I thought it was freaking amazing. To be so good in producing it and to bring it on stage has got to be hard, but you just killed it at Dobbs. You're at Dobbs, which is a huge name. I saw as much as I can on video. I couldn't be there that night. I'm very disappointed. But like being live, do you get nervous? Are you worried that it might not be as crisp, or do you just figure like, hey man, I'm Mike Nappi. I got it. Just get on stage and let it happen.
Well, first, your podcast is awesome. Both of you are asking such amazing questions, and I really mean that.
Thank you.
The questions that otherwise I just keep to myself, but I really appreciate those questions.
I'm blushing.
No, I really mean it. The most difficult thing is persevering as both a producer and a live performer. Is that I don't think there's a shortcut. So the most difficult thing is accepting like it's just baby steps. And I've been playing music since I was 3, but 10 years, like full time, like completely full time for sure. 10 years at this. And fortunately I could see the progress, and over the past 2 years is when I finally realized what it takes to not get nervous and what it takes to always do a good show. And I'm meticulous with preparation. So getting it to the point where it's completely on the subconscious level. So when I perform, I can not only make eye contact with people, but I can think about other things, and the words come out in key at the right time. The music's played, so it's just like insane preparation. So by the time showtime comes, it's almost easier because I rehearse and train harder than on stage. So really, that preparation changed my life.
I got to tell you, and that's, and that's why I marvel with people that can get up there and just kick ass. Because if it was me, I'm on stage with guitar, I'd be like, broke. Boy, look at that chick over there. Broke. Oh, look at that beer. I need a beer. I need a beer right now. I'll stop like the music just to start like being a goof, but you're so focused on it. Lydia Manson in the house, our great co-host, terrific actress, said prep is key. And she is right. Prep is key. See, we just get such great people on here, artists that are dedicated to their craft. And Mike, you are no exception. And no disrespect to anybody that's ever been on our show. You're one of the most well prepared, well thought out, and hardworking people out there, man. We admire it. We love it.
Thanks. It means a lot. Really, it does.
And we spoke before about, your fast rapping and how you do it, and you never trip up, which just blows all of our minds. What's your secret? Just thinking ahead? Are you like thinking down the line at the end? Because
no, I mean, my gift is definitely writing. I can freestyle, but I tip my hat to the next level type freestyles. I can hold my own in a freestyle, but all my stuff's written. So like once again, by the time I'm getting to the point, it's long.
Yeah, it's long.
It's my stuff. But yeah, the preparation again. Not only do I rehearse my stuff when I run, but before it's memorized, I'll probably just practice one song for an entire week, and realistically like 30 times a day. And then then it's locked. And then as long as I just keep practicing it once a day, it's good to at that subconscious level where I don't want to have to think. Mm-hmm. The only thing I have to think about is I probably have realistically like 150 verses in my head at least.
Oh my God.
The only thing I'll need a cheat code sometimes for is like a trigger word to remind me that there's that thing in my head that's memorized, so sometimes it might just be the title of the song or like the first word, and I'll just kind of keep that on stage and I'll be like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, that one. All right, here we go. But yeah.
Do you listen to your own music while you're running those miles?
Yeah, that's what I do. I rap while I run. So that's why when I'm a maniac. I full out perform my live sets while I run. Because like if I can rap those insane things while I'm running, like standing still on stage is simple.
That's big awesome. Part of it. A lot of, even the old timers that are trying to come back, like it's the stamina. It really is to have the stamina to keep up with a full set. Yeah, you have to play all those songs and keep up. So
yeah, and that was my theory. Yeah, if I can perform this while running, then stage is not as intense as running. I mean, there's different things that kick in, adrenaline and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the big key is just prepping harder than the showtime. Showtime, in my opinion, should be easy. And then that cliche quote of like great basketball players like Kobe Bryant and stuff that always still practice the basics, like shooting foul shots, even though maybe you don't need to, I'm not a huge sports guy. So, but I know those quotes inspire me, so it's like, well, let me just keep my stuff memorized every day. It was only like 2 days ago I was thinking to myself, like, what am I doing? But the few huge moments in my life, like running and connecting with Bam Margera, Logan Paul, or like I was prepared. And that's that other cliche quote, good luck equals opportunity plus preparedness. If you're prepared, that moment will come. And if you're not ready, like it might not come again.
Right?
Exactly.
That's a big fear of mine.
It's funny when I run, I sing when I run. I sing, "Don't fall, don't die, don't fall." That's pretty awesome. Yeah, like once a year maybe to keep my wife quiet. We say, like, "When are you gonna exercise today?" And I run and I come home and I'm like, "That's it."
Yeah, it's not for everyone. I'm not like preaching that you have to run or anything, but for me, it also eliminates a lot of stress. Because this high level success, like the places I want to reach, you can easily convince yourself that it's impossible. You know, I think it's some of the things I'm achieving and want to achieve, like you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning, you know? So like, I need to do everything I can to keep my mind positive, you know, at all times. And that
I
was,
think you do.
thank you.
You talk about like being inspired by sports quotes, and a lot of
Yeah.
people are, and people's quotes. I get inspired by just watching people's demeanor and delivery, and your delivery always inspires me. I feel great coming on here and talking, and I think when we had you in the studio, you mentioned like, hey man, like I'm doing it and I feel great about it. And that's what we do. We feel great just about doing this. And you get people saying, you know, you're not a professional broadcaster. Who cares, man? I taught myself how to do this. Jewel pretty much taught us, and here we are doing it. And guys like you inspire me to come out and do it week in and week out. So
yeah, there's people that say there's mean words that it's always tough to swallow, because you know the best route is just to shake it off, of course, and you know where it comes from is always jealousy, because most likely they're not doing something they love. But I heard another good quote relating to video games: when you start to experience bad guys, like people talking trash on you, you're getting close to leveling up. You know, I was like, damn, that's a good one. You know, at the end of every level there's a boss. You know, you get through that bunch of bad guys, you're gonna level up. So I try to keep that in mind too.
Man, that's some great stuff. So during COVID, a little bit after COVID, etc., the snowy days, rainy days, I get inspired by Mike Nappi, the weatherman. I used to love watching your videos, going out and doing weather. Is that something you always wanted to be, like being a weather thing or be on the news, or is singing like your number one? Or maybe if you weren't singing, what would you do?
Sketch comedy is definitely my second passion. You know, like, and so that weather report, that was just, speaking of repeating things that people like, that's one of the things. We got stuck in a blizzard about in 2015, and we came up with this idea: what if a weatherman got drunker throughout the night? And then people liked it, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll just keep this weird character and do it every time I feel like it, you know? And so like that's I think the comedy and musicians I'm no comedian, but I do love making people laugh in small doses without looking, you know, trying to do it the right way. Comedy and music have a lot of correlations, and yeah, that's like my nod to my influence of, like, you know, everything from Kids in the Hall to Saturday Night Live. Just my attempt to make people laugh, because that's a joy too, but that's a whole other beast for sure.
Sure. Kids in the Hall is a great drop too, because it's kind of an underrated show in America, because it was Canadian based, but man, funny as shit. And you still see Dave Foley does tons of TV, and he's hilarious, and it's just a great cast of guys. So I'm telling you, like, I try to be funny here. People in public are like, yeah, you're funny on the show. Say something funny. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Here's something funny. How about buying me a beer? That's funny.
Yeah. Being put on the spot is
exactly. That's
always wonderful. But comedy and music, I mean, that always reminds me of Eminem. He would have like the skits in the middle of the albums, and sprinkle that in too. So
do you remember Ken Kniff?
Yes.
From Connecticut.
Yeah, I loved Ken Kniff. Oh man, yeah, those albums. I had to get that album. I was far from 18. I got that album at a record store, I think, that was selling other things in the basement that was keeping them afloat. And I remember,
my God,
it was just such and that same day I went to, it was either at the time called Eckerd Drugs or Thrift Drugs, if you remember that store.
Yeah, I remember both. Oh my God.
I got blonde hair dye, and I dyed my hair blonde. It definitely did that.
Was it like all the way down? Because it's like
it was short. It was short back then. Yeah, I was on my Eminem, trying to be. Yeah.
What was your favorite track?
Like Deep Cut on the first Eminem album would probably be Brain Damage. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
I remember my older friend.
He's a massive fan, so.
They call me Slim Tady, Mike. They call me Slim Tady.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember my older friend that was into poetry and stuff. He's like, listen to this song. And he said the quote, what are you, on drugs? Look at you. You're getting blood all over my rugs. And that was like, I remember being like, whoa, rhyming's cool. But at that age, although rapping was my biggest dream, I didn't think it was possible. And I remember, like, when I started in high school rock bands, like, I remember thinking I would be happy and feel like I made it if one day I covered a Pearl Jam song and played it at a bar. Like, that's I always
Still
knew
cool.
I would. Still cool, yeah. But that specific thing I remember was like what I thought. And although I always knew I would do this, it still blows my mind. I like, wow, that's why I made a post the other day. Like, I still have a lot of things I want to achieve. It's difficult every day, but like, I got to remind myself, this is living the dream. It's not like a moment. It's the process. Again, to be cliche, but trust the process and enjoy it as much as you can.
Trust the process is a painful, it's a painful subject right now.
Yeah.
I love my boys, but trusting the process is ugly right now. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny, dude, because I told Drew earlier, like I have my big screen TV hooked up tonight because I like to kind of watch this in distance on YouTube.
Yeah.
You're made for TV too, dude. You look amazing on TV. We all look amazing tonight on TV. You got a smart TV on. Load us on YouTube. You watch it live. If you watch it recorded, it's so much better. It's like real TV, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Usually
You guys,
we see, and they're like,
I know, usually like this big, so it's great to see. It's real big.
Pro, your setup's awesome.
Thank you, man. We love it. We love doing this. I love my Funko Pops. We need a Mike Nappi Funko Pop. That's what I need.
That would be
with
sick.
The hair and everything. So you consider yourself, I think we said this before. I love saying the Mozart of modern music. That just like kills me.
I did throw in the word future, so that way I'm not, overclaiming anyone's reign, but I do
describe that to some people who may not. I mean, not that I'm a Mozart genius, but you kind of understand what it's about. Describe to people out there what you mean by that and what Mozart was to dominating music and creating.
Yeah, he was, to my knowledge of what I've studied from him, he was just completely outside of the box. He did not follow the societal norms, and he was
outside of the box in a few ways from what
big time. And he he created masterpieces that it's crazy. I mean, even me, I definitely appreciate and I'll go to an orchestral concert anytime. But
sure.
Of course, like if Mozart's on the radio, there's a chance I might change it. No disrespect. However, there wasn't even radio when he made that music. That is just so impressive to me, like that. So yeah, that's definitely my ego goal is to leave a real legacy with music that goes far beyond my physical body, for sure.
Well,
I
I share Mozart's birthday, so I always felt
really?
like this weird connection. Yeah, and we had it was so weird. We had like a brass bust of him on our piano.
I think everybody does. Everybody's got that.
Obsessed with that movie. Remember that movie, Amadeus? And then
great movie. Yeah,
that was my favorite scene was when the one dude was playing the song and Mozart just sat down and was like, "You just played this, no this." Like, damn.
Yeah. First he starts mocking him a little bit, then he just rips. That's amazing. But that's the kind of stuff I see in you. You had that ability, that knowledge to pick up on anything. I said the way you rap, you freestyled a little bit when you did the show. You just it. Do I say this without embarrassing you at all? Can I say creative genius? Because I consider you like a genius with your creativity. I think it's so awesome, and you think outside of the box with so many things. Anybody ever said that to me before? I mean,
yeah, I just think it would just be weird if I was going around claiming it. But maybe it sounds cocky, but I do agree with it. I really work hard to get this skill. Yo, what's good? Yeah, I work really hard to. There's I'm cool with genius because I've been both online and also have some feet in the traditional music industry. And I don't knock the industry, just like there's annoying people online, there's annoying people in the industry. And I've noticed a bunch where sometimes it's not a right fit with me and whoever I'm working with. And I think sometimes my ideas they're just not smart enough to get them, if I may be honest. That's just how I feel. So yeah,
it's just the right idea at the right time, like you said. It's just gonna.
Yeah, I'm optimistic about it. There's not. I mean, of course, we would all like that extra level of financial comfort and security, But besides that, there's things I want, but I try not to get caught up in always focusing on what I want that I don't have yet. I've fallen in that trap too. So yeah, I'm content's the wrong word because I'm passionately pursuing and moving forward. But yeah, I'm happy with how things. I'm happy with life for sure.
It seems
Dolls?
like you're always learning and creating, obviously, but have you caught any good shows lately? And who are some of your local favorites and other favorites that are out there now? What are you listening to?
Yeah. Well, shout out Turtle Ridge. They're a folk duo. They're really good. Yeah, Turtle Ridge. They're in competition right now to possibly get a spot at Folk Fest.
Oh, wow.
Great. A dual vocalist, one guitarist. Very good original songwriters. Gina Zoe. Her band is unreal. She's a superstar. I'm lucky to be friends with her. Like, she's an absolute superstar. That band rocks. They're Philly. A guy named Tamero, who I've been working with the longest, amazing artist. Yeah, those are the three off the top of my head. I mean, there's so much good talent in Philly, and I try to befriend as many as I can, because so much unnecessary competition happens when it's not necessary, you know. So I do my best to try to celebrate others, because it's a vicious world out there.
Yeah, man. Dog eat dog.
Yeah. But a lot of talent. Those are the three that came to mind off the top of my head. But yeah, there's so much talent going on in Philly. I think COVID sparked it, kind of put hunger into some artists.
Yeah, we've connected with a lot of them, had a lot of them on here. We honestly, like, people have their knocks on Philly for being certain things. One thing me and Joel have been from the get-go is starving for some of the great talent in this town. There's so much, and so many have come on here, like yourself. And like, even like St. Rickus lent us the song that became our theme song. Yeah. And of course, you know, your boy, it's his birthday, Troy David Henderson, Aunt Mary Pat. It's his birthday. We give him a shout out.
Happy birthday.
You know, there's awesome. So many. He is. There's so many great creative people here in Philly, in the Philly area, in Delco, etc. We adore it, man. We're lucky to be here. We're lucky to do this show and get guys like you out here. Definitely something I want to mention, and I hope this doesn't strike a chord. When we talked to you last time, we were all into wearing merchandise from a certain convenience store in the area, Wawa.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I see now you got your own kick-ass gear, man. The website's down below. Get yourself some Nappi equipment.
Thanks.
Who designs that? Because I love the Nappi music.
Oh, yeah, embroidery, and then I got that too.
Love it, dude.
Thanks for asking who did it. Yeah, Buttery Printwear. It's one dude that owns his shop in Westchester. He's amazing. Clayton is his name. Buttery Printwear is the company, and he hand presses them all. Yeah, affordable. Oh yeah, they have embroidery machines too. But yeah, very affordable and high quality. I'm not just saying that because it's my stuff, but yeah, it was the first time I ever launched merch was over COVID, and yeah, I wanted to. I did good. I sold out, which is awesome. But I wanted to spend the extra money and get something it didn't feel like a shirt you would get at the bar, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the last thing I wanted to do was give people like a shirt, and people were like, "Oh, great! I'll like clean my counter with this." So
I've done that with shirts before. None that I've gotten from people here, etc. But we've all done it.
Yeah, of course.
But it's gorgeous wear. I mean, it's great. The color scheme is great. Like I said, the outline, the writing, and all that's great.
Background too.
Yeah,
I know it does.
It's done on purpose. For believe it or not. Yeah, I recommend anyone, whatever business you're in, because I to a fault, I studied music and practiced music so much I neglected everything else, including business, and so I'm catching up. And the great way to begin to learn business is sell T-shirts, just that basic thing, and and get your branding right. And that was over COVID. That taught me so much. It really launched like my logo, like you said, the color scheme, all that little stuff really plays in. If you're buying Pepsi, you're expecting to see blue and red, or Nike, you want to see that swoosh.
And learn how to do it for yourself.
I want to see that little logo on my Yingling.
Yeah, exactly.
But so many people so many people get scammed with like these bigger companies, like, oh, sell through us. Like,
yeah.
No, you have to learn how to do it your own way to make it, and then you'll feel better when it's done your own way. It's like your music.
Big time. I have a core foundation of fans, obviously not in the tens of thousands or millions or anything like that. But I think people say this all the time, but when you really create those personal connections, everything is better. The product's better. The business is better. It's a significant more amount of time you have to invest, but so like with people that buy my merch, they'll get a handwritten something and something personalized. I just think it makes a difference, especially when you're like me, really attempting to, roll a brand out. I would say I'm still in the basic early steps, but yeah, that stuff matters. I think, people feel like you care.
Yeah, that's big. And, and we collect anything that's come, even like when you came in the studio, we always had somebody autograph it. I still got that autograph sitting there in my
That's
box.
cool.
I love that. But you said about tens of millions, but you're getting the right people. Like you said, like Bam and,
Yeah.
and,
I got some cool stuff going on too. I've really connected with a producer in the UK named Dr. G, and he's worked with a lot of hip hop legends. So it's crazy. I've been doing a lot of collaborations with people in the UK. The power of the internet. It's amazing how that works.
yeah, man. I said that's how, and your stuff, like I said, when you can rap like you can on the fly and be so creative, a guy like you goes viral. Like I've seen videos of you that a lot of people watch, stuff that comes up randomly too. I'm like, I know that guy, and and like local actors, actresses. I noticed through your Instagram, somebody I love, the local actress Fallon Vendetta. She follows you. She's awesome. She's been in some great movies. She's been in a movie with Jamie Kennedy, who we love. He popped on our show for Jules' birthday. So
that's
it's
awesome.
all about it's about getting the right people to find you and see you and say, hey, let's get this guy a shot, because teamwork makes the dream work, as they say, man.
Yeah.
And
shout out Fallon too. She's a powerful, hardworking woman for sure.
She's super cool. As she was nice enough to field like direct messages on Instagram. I talked about coming on. She says, just understand my schedule's really busy. And I've asked her a few times, like, look, in time, when I slow down, I'd love it. It sounds great. And I'm like, look at this. She's friends with Mike, or follows Mike on Instagram.
Well, we actually did production for it didn't come out at no fault of hers, but we did a music video. So yeah, we've worked together before.
Awesome.
Just stuff that never came out. But yeah, she's very hard. I appreciate how hard she works and how strong she is. She's fighting through that industry with grace.
That's tough. Acting is tough here, as we hear you. Like I said, we saw Lydia Manson here earlier. She says she's a horror actress. She said it's a tough racket with some tough people to like take advantage of you. So you just got to do your grind, and like you do too, Mike. I'm sure at times people come to you trying to get a little something extra out of you, but you know where you're at right now, and I admire it. What's next for Mike Nappi? I'm sure there's more music, but any other projects, anything else you're thinking? What do you got going on coming up in the near future?
I'm really stoked. I've been releasing a beat a day. I've launched my beat store.
Yeah, please tell us about it. I'm sorry. Because that's huge, dude. It's so cool.
Thanks. Yeah, at my site, nappymusic.com. Like now, I have hundreds of beats available for lease, and of course I do exclusive and custom beats. But now I have a library of music that anything from like YouTubers or artists can sing on or use as background music. So I've been spending some time doing that and investing some time in that, and then that ends up getting me more like jobs too, whether it be on the spot selling a beat or connecting with an artist and then moving forward that way. So Sunday was 1 month. I've successfully uploaded a beat every day on YouTube, as well as my website, and so I've been doing that, and I have a song ready to be released. I'm thinking June at this point, just because I've been spending a little extra time on these beats. But yeah, I'm pumped. It took me like a year to get my schedule. Look, I keep this freaking nerdy daily planner book.
We all have books.
Yeah, we all got books.
Yeah. So I finally got like a schedule, and for the first time in my life, I'm actually mentally capable of making stuff ahead of time, so I don't have to wake up in the morning and like waste time thinking about what I should post or anything like that. So I'm really pumped. I have like this internal momentum going right now, and I think and my numbers are in the green for the first time in a long time.
Sweet, congratulations.
Thanks. Like I said, I got burned out 2 years ago from vlogging every day, but the lessons that came from that were amazing. And so then I just went like this for a while, keep it transparent. I didn't know what to do. So now I finally have a plan, and it's like, I think the key to anyone out there that's working on releasing stuff is start with the fun and then figure out what works with what you create while you're having fun. If you stress out too much, it comes out that way, or it seems
That's a
forced.
great motto.
And I love that. It's funny because have you ever seen what we do here? And people say like, do you and Joel rehearse, or what do you do? We share some text messages. The day of the show, I send just an outline, just so we know where we're at, so we don't stumble and stutter, and our research for some questions. But if a day ever came where I sat down like, I don't feel like doing the show script, then I'm done. Why even do it? And even with my late beer business I was in, we separated, whatever it was. But I told the guys, like, look, we got in the beer business to have fun.
Yeah.
You guys are not having fun. This isn't working. You got to have fun first. I agree with that. I love that. I'm going to tattoo that somewhere on my arm because it's just, to me, that's what it's all about. It's about having fun. That's money.
A song.
Right, that is a song.
Yeah.
That is a song. Speaking of a song, there's Broke, which we're going to play after we let you go. It's a live version that we found in a video, one you did from Grape Street. So we're going to play it because, dude, I adore that song. The way you sing it, the lyrics of it are hilarious, but it's also smart. So it's like my favorite. It's one of my favorites ever. It's on here. Yeah, it's on my music library.
Yeah, that one came about because when I worked with Bam for like 3 years, and he would pull up here in his Lambo or his Porsche or his Audi A8 or whatever the hell it was called, and like he was like, "Why don't you make a song about how you don't have any of this?" I was like, "That's brilliant."
Thanks. Wow.
Well, no, because he was like, "Look at all these people stunting. Like they rent their Lambo, they shoot a music video, then they return that Lambo and get in their Chevy. With nothing wrong with that. But like, so he's like, just be honest." I was like, "That's smart." That's how that song came about. Yeah.
Well, we're happy it came about because it was amazing live. Can't wait to hear it again.
Thanks.
Man, you just have so many stuff coming. And we also we're gonna have to get some of these beats, Jeff, because Jeff has these like transition beats and they're just not working on streaming.
Well, you could, you guys, I'll send you some for sure. I'll send you links. Yeah.
Oh, the StreamYard link thing.
It's like our segment songs.
Yeah, shout out to StreamYard for trying, but it's nothing like you get on nappymusic.com. Not at all.
Yeah, I would love to give you guys donate something to the show for whatever you need. So let me know.
That'd be amazing. And what we'd love to do, man, and like I said, we see your social media, but let's discover a time you're local. You're a Broken Goblet too, which made me so upset because I've been there. I love the craft beer business. I saw you perform there. Of course, again, my wife, man, if you're watching, lighten up my schedule. I got places to go and people to see. She always says something.
I just found out I'm playing in Delco on Tuesday at Saxers in Springfield. I've never been there.
Not a Tuesday.
I know. Oh, duh, today's Tuesday.
Hey, you know what? Next time you play on Tuesday, we'll wheel out the computers and the video and I'll do the show right from your show.
That'd be cool.
That would be friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, even if you're not working, man, let's grab a beer or a bite. You, Jewel, the wife, whoever. Let's just get people together and let's love, man, because you're worth it. You're super talented, but you're also a great person and a motivator, and we love it. I got to thank you a million times for coming back on. It is funner sitting next to you, but this is still pretty cool. Again, you talk about things you discovered during COVID, this little setup here.
Yeah.
Thank you to the people at StreamYard, despite your bad beats. If you want good beats, great info, great merchandise, www.nappymusic.com, Nappi, nappymusic.com, Facebook at Nappi Music, Instagram at Nappi Music, the new EP, Death to the 9 to 5 on Spotify, Apple Music, I know because I just downloaded it on my Apple Music, and anywhere great downloads are found. Get into it, learn it. YouTube, definitely get on YouTube and watch some of Mike's great videos, man. Dude is fun, funny, smart, talented. I could go on, dude. I'm sad. Like it's already been like 40 minutes. I promise 30 to people, and it's already been 40, and I'm sad because I'm going to miss you.
Well, thank you so much. I truly mean it. Like I said last time, Jeff and Joel, I think we bond because we take what we do very seriously, and it shows with your show. It's professional. It is a real show. So tell that asshole it's a real show. Whoever said it wasn't.
Right?
No, but on a serious note, I really appreciate the work you guys put in and how you celebrate people. And honored to be a part of the Yo Show.
Oh,
Thanks, man. We
thank you so
love
much.
having you as always. Everybody, our super special guest, Mike Nappi. I'm going to let the links run down the bottom again for a few minutes so you catch up. And again, if you watch it live, thank you. If you watch it recorded, make sure you get a chance to check out all Mike's stuff. And Mike, we're going to talk soon. Bring it back when new stuff comes out.
Big time.
Stalk your house. Watch you from the window. Here's Mike. No, I ain't doing it. My wife might, but I won't.
I'm cool with it. Just give me a heads up, so I don't release the hounds. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
My dogs are wusses. They wouldn't do anything. Well, thank you again for having me. I really appreciate it.
Have a great night, dude. We appreciate it.
Peace.
See you soon.
Yes. Peace.
Mike Nappi, everybody from Nappi Music, which is pretty much himself, his music. It all like, Jordan, the thing I love, and I kind of do it too, because people are like, yeah, how do you get that persona when you do the show? I'm just being me. And like, you're just being you. We're just having a good time, talking about what we love, just doing our thing. But Mike just seems like his music is him. Like, that's everything you hear, everything you see, all the effort, that's him.
It's all him, and the sketch comedy, and he pours his heart out into everything, and you can hear it, especially in the song we're going to play next. So stay tuned, because your eardrums are about to be wowed.
Wow. I always get told I do good segues. Jewel, that is like the greatest segue ever.
Oh, thank you.
And you even added a stay tuned to it. I see a lot of great people coming in and watching, and people that are family, people that are close. Jen Himes, hello, thanks again. Maureen Kelly, hello there. Ed Coder, thanks. Jim Keister. So I thank people for tuning in, checking it out. And I'm sure, like, if your Facebook friends are like, yeah, what's Perini doing? And you click in, you watch. And then you see guys like Mike. And that's why I put all the scroll down the bottom to find these people. You're like, let me check it out. And a lot of people have said to me, people put those posts, I need workout music or I need new music. And I say, St. Ricketts. And I say, check out the link to my show and find the Sepsis and the Mike Nappies. And, it goes on and on and on. Find these great people. This is why, part of the reason why we do it, so you can discover more great talent.
Support local music for sure.
Absolutely.
Get out
Speaking
to
of,
the show, enjoy yourself.
I agree. Like, shows are coming back. It's normal now to go back into shows. We'll talk about a big show that's coming to town later on in October. A big band making their comeback, and they're going to be here in October. We'll talk about that later on. But right now, as I promised, an incredible song called "Broke" by Mr. Mike Nappi. Now, there's no video to it, unfortunately. I looked all over YouTube, but this is a live performance from Grape Street, which is a terrific local, I guess, music hall / club / bar / all that good stuff. Jewel, help me sometimes when I stutter over my horrible words.
No, I just like watching you suffer. It's fine.
Excellent. I'm not a wordsmith, as you can tell. So let me fix this here. Let's blow up the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Nappi. The song is "Broke," and this is I kept saying Grape Street, Grape Room. Jesus, I suck at this. So Mike Nappi, seriously, check out this song. Amazing. We'll be back in 4 minutes on the O Show.
I'm broke. Can anyone relate? Maybe you bought weed for money you should have paid the electric with. Did you ever worry if your lights are going to get turned off? Because I have. Did you ever get your lights turned off? Because I have. And that's what this is about. But broke is only a state of mind. And and it goes like this. I said I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. How much already money get the definition of it? Rich is loving how I live. I don't ever think there was a day when I was dreaming of what I could be. I didn't wonder where I could be. If I had a little money, could I take it or appreciate it? If somebody ever gave me something for free, I can't go far. Can't afford the parts in my car that need to jump to start this park. Every time I walk into the art, it's hard to feel so pathetic. So pathetic. I hope to get it down once I'm getting to a good religion. It's up to me to go on and perfect it. Keep chasing my dreams until I forget it. Up to my knees and they bills in my critic. I'm too embarrassed to live in my debt. And is this what I'll leave behind when I am dead? But I remember from all of these stresses, I don't complain. I'm addicted to fixing it all in my brain. I go insane with all of the pain. Dissolve into all I have gained. All I have missed is material shit. It may be funny to grip, filming the skip, but for me this is it. My last brand new pair of kicks. 2006, money I got none. Fumble I got tons. One time not strung like a dummy with not tongue. Tied up with not fun work that does not fund me. For jerks that would not come to my shoulders. I'm not one. I but quit about to recognize the work I gotta put in. If I wanna be a knock, I don't need bridges. Broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm rich already, money, get the definition of it. Riches, love it, how I live. I never seen a Bugatti. I can't spell Ducati. I never bought a round of drinks for everybody. Damn, I never been on a yacht. A canoe's all I can afford. I googled who is Tom when I heard about Tom Ford. I'm bored, time on the floor. I pick it up and say to myself, 9 more to $1. There's only so many ways. Actually, it's 293 because I bought so many things with change. Like I said, weed, bills, gasoline, and well, milk, bread, cheese. If you know the chain, I was counting pennies right on the counter with a line of people behind me. It takes an hour. Every month's the same stuff. Choosing who I can pay up. I've been working every day for years and still I ain't made much. Save, don't make enough. Late, don't give a fuck. Say, I'm living rough, but I am manifesting everything I ever wished for. Broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. Wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm rich already, money, get the definition of it. Rich is loving how I live. Whoa. It's only a state of mind, but it ain't no state in mind. Whoa. It's only a state of mind. You get it? But it ain't no state in mind. Whoa. It's only a state of mind. But it ain't no state in mind. Whoa, it's only a state of mind. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm not already money ain't the definition of it. Rich is loving how I live. Thank you, Great Bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, 2 more. Man, I'm torn.
Ooh, I gotta tell you, man. Absolutely. Tonight's guest, Mike Nappi, a live performance from the Great Room. The song is Broke. Jewel, every time I hear that song, I get chills between how fast he raps, the lyrics that are both funny and kind of true. I love it.
Yeah, he's insane. Now you know why we ask the questions we ask, because they're like, how do you do it?
I know. How do you do it, indeed? And, for a guy like that, who's been around some big celebrities and has performed for some big names and is out there putting out music, to say that our questions are smart, we're great at this, our show is like professional. Dude, I want to cry. I do. I touch my chest like a weirdo, but I'm so moved, man. I'm blown away. And I agree with Vic Knapp, the Flames, absolutely red hot Mike Nappi music. Jewel, give us a summary, man, of all this, please.
No, and it's just so cool. Like, just every person we have on, especially people that we get to sit down with and just vibe with, because this is our community, and it's just so great that we have all these amazing people in it. And I mean, he's literally a friend of the show, and it's cool to support a guy that really deserves it and puts in the work, and you can absolutely see his heart and soul in everything he does. So we just love him, and thank you once again for coming on, because It was just great and so easy. I love when we have repeat guests because we know what to expect and we know it's going to be a great show and have a good time.
Absolutely, and he's worth it. And when I reached out to him, it was like not even a hesitation. He's like, absolutely, and that's just great. Like we love that, and he expressed it tonight how great it is, how much he likes coming on, and the questions we asked, etc. And I'm not, a lot of these questions we joke around. Me and Joel fire these questions out within like minutes. Like, hey, we'll ask this and this and this, and next thing you know, we have a list of questions. JD Wolf, welcome back.
It just flows. I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't think I prepared enough, and then the conversation goes, and we're already past time. I'm like, oh man, I wish we had more time.
I know that right there nails it, Jewel, because every time, and Jewel comes on to the screen, like StreamYard, what it does is it brings you in first, and then you click start and it goes. But there's like a little virtual backstage. And me and Jewel spend a few minutes in the virtual backstage. We talk, and we all sit in like,
be
right,
honest, we freak out.
hyperventilate, right. We get nervous, and we're guzzling booze, and and she always says it, and I say it a lot. I feel so unprepared. I don't feel ready, and then it starts, and then it just goes. And the reason why I don't want people to think like Jewel and I don't prepare, we do a lot of preparation. The reason why we feel so not ready is because the people that come on are so great and they have so much to talk about, and you don't want to miss any of it. So I hope I don't miss anything.
Yeah, you gotta hit all the points and what's coming up and the past and how they got here and
green
what's
room.
happening.
There will be green room treats eventually. I'm telling you, JD and everybody out there, if you make us a little more famous and we get a show like on Sirius Satellite Radio or something with a studio, we'll give back.
What's that thing called? Yeah, what's the thing they have in the green room? What's like the list of oh my god, I can't think of words tonight. When like Jennifer Lopez likes everything white. Like what is the
I don't really know the phrase. I do know what you mean.
Name, right? It doesn't.
I don't know. We need superstars. JD Wolf, while you're here, go find Sepsis. Ask those superstars what that magical list is for the green room.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely, and I can't. But it's called something.
Yeah,
it is up to the guest, but it's got a name. It
has a name.
Got a name. Again, I
what would yours be? What would be like your must-have if you were like, Jennifer Lopez?
My must-have? Well, probably Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Now, when I go, I would like, honestly, a couple beers, a nice beer, something like kind of exotic. It's going to sound really stupid to mix with beer, but
Well, what would be your exotic beer? Like, you have to be specific because they have to get it for you.
Well, you know what, then? If I'm traveling the country, I want the whole world to discover Yingling. And I'm not being funny. Yingling is like one of the most legendary, long-time standing beers alive. So I want Yingling everywhere I go.
I'm sorry. I know, I'm from PA, but I guess you just can't play beer game. I had a bad experience in college when I played beer games with Yingling. And
you can't play beer games at Yingling.
Okay. Because I drank a lot of them.
So that's like playing asshole with mixed drinks. No.
I've done that too.
Now, JD said a rider. I don't know. I know a gopher is the person.
A rider. Yeah, I think that's it.
The rider?
Right? Yeah. That's what you
is
asked
it?
For.
Wow. How about that rider? I like it.
Okay,
my rider would be, or should we save it for next week's top 5?
No, this is good. Keep going.
Let's do it. So rider. So I want Yingling. I'm torn between two.
You need snacks.
Right, it's either Oreos or M&Ms. I'm thinking Oreos. Yeah, with beer. It goes back from when I was in high school.
Gosh.
God, what else? I don't ask for much. And I want one single rose thoroughly dethroned so I don't prick my finger.
That's weird, man.
I'm big time now, damn it. Dethrone my rose and bring...
I mean, lighting is very important to me. So, like,
Yeah, you're big on lighting. I like that.
Yeah, for sure. I would want High Life in a champagne bottle.
Oh, absolutely.
Some, yeah, I need some good snacks. I have like Miller's nachos.
Ooh, nachos are good too, man. See,
Yeah. Because it
if
has to
the
be
yolk,
when you're done the show. So like it's like you're a performer, and when you come back, like, what do you want? So you want some like good beer and junk food. What? Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of something like really obnoxious. So, by the time I get super famous, my wife will hate me and leave me because my big mouth will make me super famous. So of course, Babe's got to be back there. I need a bunch of Babes backstage.
I don't know if you're big enough to ask for
No, when I'm big enough, we're going to be that big.
that. Okay.
I don't know. Nah, my wife's going to be there. She'll never
It's
leave
just
this.
crazy because I watch the Kardashians sometimes, and it's like they have however many billions of dollars, and they just all, I think it's kind of sweet that they all kind of live next to each other in this weird compound, and they just have their houses that are tailored to them, and they're going through each other's houses, and they're like, this is Kris Jenner's house, and it's just so, but man, that's weird. Yeah, you could just like have a mansion next to your other family member's mansion, and have a little powwow.
That's what me and Jewel will do. We'll get matching mansions when we're big stars. Um, I like that nachos thing. Tacos,
Tacos,
Yingling,
burrito,
Oreos,
Oreos.
and you know what? If I'm on tour and I can't be with my dogs, I want a dog to come in and visit.
Oh yeah. Oh, your,
Like to
your
do for
dog would
patients. Give
probably
me an
need stuff
animal.
too. Your dog would need its own rider.
Yeah. Well, I can only imagine what they would ask for.
Mm,
Crazy bastards.
probably wet food.
Wet
Okay.
food. Extra wet food. But yeah, see, I would need a dog too. I need animal companions.
Let me ask you, because you have fluffy white dogs, do you feed them wet food? Because I don't know how you do it if you do so.
I do, and he gets a lot of the brownness in his face. But what I notice, I watch
I'm
him.
worried about the brownness in the back.
Well, I mean, yeah, that happens also. A little bit of a sick story. We'll get to that in a second. But he gets it all over his face, and then he licks it. Like he constantly is licking the food remnants out of his face, which is kind of neat against the gravy. But little Hannah, who we've had on the show, she's adorable. But she's got a habit as a puppy of eating shoes, and she got into my sneakers and ate like the foamy sole. She ate the whole foamy sole out of my sneaker.
Oh
I don't have to
no.
tell you what's been in her poop the last couple of days.
Oh no. I've
Oh
never had a
yeah,
dog eat a shoe. I've had a dog eat a couch. But a shoe?
not the shoe, but like the inner sole, like the whatever it's called,
And you know
not the
what the worst? The
sole,
wires, when they
the
chew
lining.
wires.
Oh, the wire. Oh, she was a wire
Mm,
chewer.
man, my dog did chew. It was like a PlayStation at the
Mm,
time. Very
Kardashians.
upsetting.
Kim's butt. I mean, what? Yeah, it chewed in like we're down a computer, so I'm on my backup computer, and the dog chewed through that wire too. And I don't know. Give me a
Mm.
break with your wire chewing. It's going good, Brent Worrell. Brent, unfortunately, I hate to tell you that Facebook comments the last couple weeks have not been coming through. I see it because I'm looking on my phone. Thanks for tuning in. The show is going great, dude. Thank you very much for asking. Thank you for watching. Brent's a good dude. We appreciate him tuning into the program. We appreciate everybody tuning into the program. Drew, we're coming up on 200 goddamn episodes.
Wow,
Right?
that's insane.
You know what I did the other day? I listened to episode 1, and I'm shocked we made it to episode 2. Let alone
No. No. I could never. I would be way too embarrassed. I don't
I
even
was
want to
just
know.
like,
How do I sound? Was it bad?
it's not that we were bad. We were just, we didn't really know. That's before we came up with the idea of using, I think it was Google Hangouts. So we could watch each other and kind of know.
Yeah.
And we really didn't know. We were talking to each other. And we didn't really have like the rapport we do now. And although we knew each other, we didn't know each other like we do now. So back then, like, and I was just like, who are these two fucking people?
Oh my god. I have to go back
You
and
have
just
to. It's
listen.
great. It is great. We're good
Is that Debbie
in a bad
Sherman?
way.
No, that was Jennifer. Jennifer.
Oh Lord, don't do this to me. You're killing me.
I keep thinking Taylor. It's not Taylor. It's Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer Taylor. She was on twice. Huh? So we actually, JD Wolf, we were thinking because we want to do like a 2-part, like a show here and then a live with 1 or 2 of the bands. And we still haven't really nailed it down yet. Joe and I really got to get cracking because there's a lot that we want to do. I mean, it's up to me. I want to do like 4 hours worth because there's so many people I want to thank and talk to and talk about and try to get on. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, 200, dude. We're almost there. And it's been, I know I'm going to say this again on the 200th episode, but it's been a freaking amazing ride. Not just to become so close with Jewel and have so much fun and get to share ideas. And like I said, there's been 1 or 2 times we hiccuped on things we didn't agree on and we bag them. But the energy that she brings, the energy I bring, the excitement we get towards numbers. Like I just texted her, like we did this number and just the thrill of it. And, you know, because the views are great and we're getting bigger on like Twitch and YouTube's been big lately and stuff like that's great. And last night, Jewel, I swear to God, I wanted to just, whenever we call, we text. And that's fine. But last night I wanted to call you like, dude, get to Sepsis Twitch right now because they see me comment and they were just letting go about how great they think we are. And, like JD was there, and you know, I gush, dude. I gush when that kind of stuff happens.
I know. I love Sepsis, and I'm so getting into Twitch, and now I just find myself like watching it because it's interesting, and I like gaming. So we're definitely going to expand and get bigger, and just think of new ideas. And there's different platforms, but I really like Twitch. I like how, I don't know. It feels a little freer and more creative.
It is a little more freer, and it is more like, I don't want to say a show, because what I feel like we do here through StreamYard is very much a show. But Twitch is kind of like,
too.
It's kind of like your life interactive. And dude, JD, this like it makes me weak because we adore her. Melissa loves you guys.
Aww.
We love Melissa. We love the band, Cam, and everybody. You know, we love them. They're great. And when I made the comment, and now JD maybe correct me, the guy off camera, because I know Melissa was on camera. There was a guy off camera, and he's like, "Yo show, I fuck with the Yo show. That's my jam, man. That's a show. That's a great show by great William." Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, and they're going on, and I'm like, wow, maybe I should watch this show. I'm like, wait, that's my show.
That's awesome. I mean, man, that's what it's all about. And just building, like I said, like this community of just cool people, cool creatives, and I don't know. And it's just like they're there. They're there for you and supporting each other and there if you ever need to reach out. And it's just cool to have that as a support system.
I agree. And sometimes, I mean, used to be a time way back you felt funny, like, oh, I can't like talk to this artist, anything that's not show related. But like I said, like the Lydia Mansons of the world, like Eden James always sends me these great reels on Instagram, like cool stuff that he's doing. And Andrew James Blinder, who was on earlier, you know, he of course praised Mike Nappi and Andrew. I'm sorry, like I said, the comments.
Always supportive, Andrew is.
Andrew's awesome. He's extremely supportive, and
it really restores my faith in humanity because a lot of times I'm like, oh, people suck. Like people suck, and then you know I go on and I see all this love and outpouring. I'm like, there's just good people. There's just good people, and we've met a lot of them, so I'm just appreciative of that.
We have, and we definitely want to do more and more of it. We can't get enough of the great talent. Like I said, I'll say it again. We're at, what, 195? Before that miscount, I think I messed up. 195. If it's 195 or 194, whatever it is, we're undefeated. We have not missed with a guest, dude. We are undefeated. Every guest has been just spot on and just talking about. They are coming to our area. Was it Mechanicsburg? It's one of the Bergs, the upper state, but
there's Mechanicsburg and then Mechanicsville.
It's a Sunday, but I have already talked about hotel rooms Saturday night, partying up with Sepsis a little bit, and then getting to the show on Sunday, and maybe quitting my job and staying there on Monday, and then
I swear to God,
Shippensburg. Okay.
I think I told you can get like a hotel room in where is it? Wilkes-Barre. I stayed in Wilkes-Barre at the Woodlands, and I'll never forget this. My dad was in a home run contest, and Deep Purple was staying in the same hotel as us. But I looked up that hotel because it had such a cool, like, grotto hot tub that turned into, like, an indoor swimming pool. It was
That's pretty
amazing.
cool.
You can stay there for, like, $10 a night.
Dude, I'm going all weekend then. Friday, calling out
I'm going all
Saturday.
week. I think I could
Dude.
afford all week. I mean, man, how cool. You can go
I
see a
wanna-
Barons game.
I want to film a video of Jewel, me, and Sepsis trashing a hotel room. I mean, just
man.
trashing it. I want a rock star. Just destroy it.
I think I would feel too bad to trash a
I would.
hotel room.
I would too.
I used to be a maid, so I wouldn't appreciate that.
I want to go out there and see the show and hang out with like Melissa and the band beforehand. I just want Melissa to say, "You're a bitch." That's all. Call me a bitch.
You're a bitch.
You're a bitch. Just call me a bitch, Melissa. That's all, man. she's so freaking awesome. And you know what? She's so good in her delivery. And even like, we bring them on the show, Rockstar this and Rockstar that. When she's on Twitch, she's so cute. She's like, "Hi, thanks for watching." And she's like, "I'm not really good at this." And it's just adorable. She's great. They're great. They're great people. We're honored.
Itching to get some shows.
I know, man. We got to do some shows, definitely. Speaking of shows, I'm going to drop this in real quick. And I say it's a mega band because to me, when something like this gets created, it's so wild and so different, so unique. And I'm really thinking about getting in to check this out. It's the band Gorillaz, Jewel. And as you know, it's an all-star band from different British artists who come together, and they have kind of like a cartoon thing. But they're coming to the Met in October, and something I always wanted to see. Are you a Gorillaz fan? I dig a lot of their music, and I would love to see this live because I hear it's definitely a unique experience.
Yeah, and I heard their new stuff is really good. I just never heard it, but of course I was a fan of the old stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I think they put on like kind of how like Sia or Deadmau5 does. Like you don't see them, obviously,
Right.
but you hear them, and it's just a different because when I went to see Sia, she didn't show her face. Well, I went to see Sia. She didn't show her face, but I just went for her voice because I should have put her on my top 5. She just has one of my favorite voices of all time. So just to experience her voice live was well worth it. And they're a great band. I'm sure it would be an amazing show.
Yeah, I would love to see it. And the Met is a terrific venue. Smaller venue, but great. Saw Greta Van Fleet there. I love the Met.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I saw Dane Cook there.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
We were talking about that last. We were talking about Dane Cook, and we played Parks Casino because Chris Tucker's coming to Parks.
Oh.
And the tickets aren't cheap. I would love to go see Chris Tucker.
He's funny, man.
He's funny.
Well, you know, Chris Rock came out with his first stand-up thing since the Will Smith slap, and he's not even like releasing his whole bit. He said, what did he say? He's like, "I'm still waiting for my hearing to come back, and I'll talk about this later." What a cop-out.
That is a cop-out.
It's like, watch my Netflix show instead.
Oh, man. We got, there's so many things I'm going to talk about. This breaks my heart. And, people say publicity stunt. Maybe it's fake, maybe not. But Britney Spears did announce a miscarriage. A lot of people are like, maybe she wasn't even really pregnant. Maybe it's publicity, this, that, and the other thing. But she did come out on Instagram a few days ago and announce a miscarriage. Terribly unfortunate. And if it's true, it's a hell of a setback for somebody. Like, she called her miracle baby. And now, this little bit of a setback. Are you familiar? Have you been into this at all?
It's very odd. I don't know. I'm not judging at all. I'm saying that first and foremost. I'm not judging at all, but I'm just like, I don't know. She posted that, and then her just posts are off still, and I know she has her freedom and everything, but it seems, I don't know. It was like, I'm having a miscarriage, and then she's posting a picture of her dancing in a bikini. How I I don't know. Take your time to grieve. That's a loss. It's a big loss, and I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine, and I think you need to take time and just just you don't have to post every day. Like your Britney Spears. You can chill out for a minute. But
Yeah,
whatever gets you through. I'm not, that's her journey and everything like that. But I don't know. I'd be somewhere in a hole, I think.
I agree. I agree. And it's, right. She's been off since day one, and she is Britney,
Mhm.
and we'll love her, and I adore her, and still think she's just the cutest thing and all that, and great, and you root for her. But weird circumstances, so we hope the best. Whatever, it's gotta be tough. Like I said, you don't need to post every day. We get it.
Just take her time. I just from like everything. Like I think she's got a long road still.
I agree. I kind of screwed up tonight with Let's Argue because I forgot the picture. But let's do it real quick because a lot of people, they say either they're going to wait for it live or they're going to watch it later. They want to know about Let's Argue and the best Spider-Man. As you know, Spider-Man is probably the biggest superhero character right now on screen. The Far From Home and the, all that great stuff. So I want to know who your favorite Spider-Man was. Now, of course, there's Tobey Maguire. There's Andrew Garfield, and there's Tom Holland. Oh my God, I forgot his name. So we asked, and it's a quick one because there's only 3 people, and the end result is still kind of surprising because I was very intrigued to who would win. Of course, bring up the rear, of course, is Andrew Garfield, who I think is a terrible Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He is to Spider-Man what Ben Affleck was to Batman.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Statement.
I know you're not a big Ben Affleck fan and
No.
definitely not like him as Batman, and you're very DC, so I don't hurt you. Now, the top spot obviously goes between Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Holland, 14 votes. A little surprised, especially he's very modern. But some people made good analogies. Like he managed to put all the characters in one. Tom Holland, he's great Peter, he's great Spider-Man, and he's like a good character, good actor. And
he's the cutest. Like he is Spider-Man. Spider-Man should be someone you vote for and root for. Like he that was touching in Endgame. That was probably my favorite, not favorite, but it was like the most touching part in Endgame with him. So I don't know. I think Toby and Andrew, they're just, first of all, I think they're weird looking. And second of all, they're just not that likable. Like, I love Tom Holland. He's so likable.
Tom Holland to me was, and in the beginning when he first came around, people were like, he's too young. Like, he's like a little kid. Like Spider-Man's like a kid.
He's not young though. Like
I know.
He has boyish features and a high voice, so he seems younger than he is. But that's who Spider-Man was. He was like a dork, but he had to be like a butt ugly dork like Tobey Maguire.
Wow. Yeah, we need to Let's Argue DC, and it's coming because Jewel is very, very DC. Very.
But I agree with Tom Holland. I think that was
I like Tom Holland, and I didn't even put my bet in there. And Toby was commensurate because he was like the first big blockbuster Spider-Man to make a comeback, and his movies were really good.
And that was fine. Yeah, they're watchable. Andrew Garfield, I can't even.
Oh, so bad.
And her as Mary Jane, I like her, but Emma Stone as Mary Jane was not working for me. Or what was she? She was the other girl. You know, the other girl. Come on, help me out. Grace.
I forget the name.
The blonde hair chick. Gwen. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God. I forgot to. But is it even like Kirsten Dunst? Like,
I like Kirsten Dunst though.
I love her.
A lot of people hate her. I don't know
why? This is so freaking cute.
She's cute. She's a good actress.
Gwen Stacy, thank you.
Gwen, thank you.
Very cute.
I think Marvel has always gotten it right besides with casting. Besides Ed Norton as the whole
Ed Norton Blue.
and those early movies, but they've gotten it right. I have to give props to them. They do too much.
I definitely want to do this. I know it's going to take up a few extra minutes. And I mean, Man Cave scores are still there, but I don't even know. I want to do this because I got to look it up real quick because I forgot. Oh, I'm sorry. Newarena.com. The website newarena.com listed its top 25 all-time songs.
Oh, okay. I like this.
She-Hulk's going to be very good. Very excited
yeah.
for She-Hulk.
I'm
Yeah,
excited
super
for that.
excited.
Freaking love. I'm gonna be She-Hulk. I'm gonna get jacked for Halloween and be She-Hulk.
There you go.
I love
Because
that.
you're taller, so you can pull it off.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, she laughs. If any of you have ever seen Jules Wonder Woman, you know what I mean? She's got that superhero physique.
Thanks.
It's hot.
You're nice. You're nice.
So what I did was I grouped these songs instead of doing one at a time, because it would take freaking forever. But I grouped these songs, and it's the top 25 songs of all time according to newarena.com. And we start with 25 through 20, and it's Dancing Queen by ABBA, Light My Fire by The Doors,
Okay.
No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley,
Yes, I like
Juicy by Notorious B.I.G.,
Yes.
Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen,
Yo.
Yesterday by the Beatles. Let's start breaking down this group.
Man,
Hit
there's
me.
so many
What do you
better
feel?
Beatles songs than Yesterday. But it's a great song.
I do like Yesterday, and I don't like the Beatles. I like Yesterday. And Springsteen, like, I joke around. I'm not a massive Springsteen fan, but I feel it could do so much better than Born to Run.
Born to Run is such a big song because I can get into the mechanics of this.
You can. That's what we're doing this.
He loves Phil Spector, and he always idolized his, his wall of sound. So Born to Run hits you with that da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And it's the same. It's like Be My Little Baby. It's like ba ma 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 ma. You know that beginning? It's like be my.
Boom, 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 boom.
I think that's why Born to Run is so popular, and it's obviously one of my favorites. But I agree. This list is great. All right, keep going.
Hang on, JD Wolf. Don't go nowhere. We're only 25 through 20. We've got a lot more to go. Next up, we broke down 19 through 15. And we got What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, Rock With You by Michael Jackson, My Generation, The Who, London Calling by The Clash, and Elvis Presley's Hound Dog. A weird twist here because they stick with like R&B, rap, etc. kind of, and all of a sudden they go backward and come back to like the old British sound with The Who and The Clash. I love London Calling, and I know there's a lot of Clash people who like a lot of different Clash. London Calling to me is a terrific song.
Yeah.
Again, The Who, I think they could do better with My Generation.
I like My Generation, though.
Me too, but I mean, so what do you think of this portion? Elvis Hound Dog, to me, isn't even really a great song.
So many other Elvis songs that could have been on top, but, is it popularity, or is it, like, what are they going by? What's the metrics here?
There was really, like, in reading the article, they didn't really assess much, or just, like, the most influential songs of all time by the artist.
Maybe they just like changed the course, like What's Going On, Marvin Gaye, and then My Generation, and then I get that. I hate Rock With You. First of all, I hate Michael Jackson, but Rock With You is low on my list.
Rock With You is not a good song.
Mm-mm.
It's corny. They used to play it at like Kmart.
Yeah, it was
like it's not.
A Pete Palace song or something. I don't know.
Not good. But as far as this list, some of these songs could have been left out. London Calling, again, like I said, I will preach that to the hills. That is a song, a huge song for The Clash, who, in some minds, depending on who you talk about, music is underrated. Like the punk scene with the British scene and all that. Like, I love The Clash. London Calling, definitely a great song. Now we come up with 14 through 10.
Okay.
And number 14.
The other list should have been above this list. That was bullshit.
Right, I'm with you there. I really am. Totally with you there. And JD likes it. He says so far so good. Okay. We got more coming. I wanted to do this so bad. I didn't give Jewel any of these. I was going to give her the list last time. Like, nah, let's just pop the list on her.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. 14 through 10, and number 14 is a song that everybody loves. It's like this cute song, Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Respect, Aretha Franklin. Jeff Perini's one of Jeff Perini's all-time favorites. God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, and Hey Jude by the Beatles. Again,
definitely, yeah.
Not a Beatles fan. I do like Hey Jude.
These are definitely songs that, like, you can tell changed direction. You know what I mean? They set some kind of precedent. So I understand now where they're coming from. God, I love God Only Knows. That's the best. Like Stairway to Heaven, that's like my whole childhood. Like, how many times did that song like burn in your brain?
A little bit. Stairway, like, yeah, absolutely. But it's a song that always makes these charts, and I don't know.
High expectations of the Beatles, though. So, like, Hey Jude's fine, but I just feel like their catalog's just too big. They have too many good ones.
It is. I'm just, a lot of it to me is just, it doesn't move me, but maybe it should. I don't know. But, like, number 14, like, you got, like, Rock Legends, and then
Something. Thank you.
You
just
sneak
gave
in.
a lyric to the one I would have picked, which would be Something.
Right. Yeah, okay. And you sneak in, like, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Very weird. But the Beach Boys, like, God only knows, like I said, it influenced Lennon and McCartney, and they say it to their blue in the face. McCartney still says to this day, it's like his favorite song. And it's funny when you watch, I saw a couple of those biography movies they made about the Beach Boys and how their dad was very controlling of them, and Brian was a genius. And when Brian wrote God Only Knows, he plays it, and his father's like, you're done.
Yeah.
This isn't a song, it's a suicide letter. This is the worst song I've ever heard.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine?
Turns out to be amazing.
Did you ever see Yesterday, the Beatles movie, where the kid,
No.
there was no Beatles, so the guy like plays Beatles songs and he plays
Hard
something.
Day's Night.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Hey Jude. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
God.
Yellow
no,
Submarine.
Man, you know a lot of Beatles songs from
I'm getting more embarrassed as I'm saying that. Like, what are you doing?
All right, moving on.
Moving on. So we're going to go, that was 14 through 10. We're getting near the end here. 9 through 5. And at number 9, a song I loathe, Imagine by John Lennon.
Stop it.
I hate that song. I do like Perfect Circles version.
What did I say? Be My Baby.
Right, you did say Be My Baby, and it's high on the list, which shocked me. Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. That's a huge one. Be My Baby by the Ronettes. That's a great call. In My Life by the Beatles.
That's a better one. That, I think, has some caliber.
And Mick and the Boys with Satisfaction. Now, Satisfaction, again, to me, is a cookie cutter song, I think.
Walk the Line, definitely. I mean, you can just talk. Even watching the movie, you can tell, I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an instant hit. These are just instant classics.
Maybe that's, I mean, like, and it was so funny when I saw the list, and like I said, you're looking at like rock legends and R&B legends, and I see the Ronettes, and I'm like, what? But you came out, and the thing that blows my mind, I've always really loved your variations of musical taste and the way you break down music. It's very unique. That's why I love having you here on top of it. So when you said the Ronettes, I'm thinking to myself, like, you said Be My Baby, I'm like, that's on the list. How did she do that? Like, Jesus Christ, girl.
No, my thing. And, Imagine, if you don't like Imagine, you have to see this version by this girl. Her name is Jorda Sunga. She's not very big. She was on a very, very old season of America's Got Talent. She's got these long dreads. She's so cute. But she sings Imagine, and it's like, I dare to say, close to the original. It's very, very good.
I like the version by A Perfect Circle, because I love A Perfect Circle, first of all, but it's very it's like a monotone version, and I think it's very cool. But everybody's got a different take on it, which
dig it.
So JD's good with that list too. Dude, you're on it. I don't know, maybe you're a member of this website
so much. You can have,
he likes it. He likes what he sees here. Now, that was 9 through 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I individualized. So, of course, number 4, Let It Be.
Oh, that was the song. I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
And there it is. And again, I hate to keep saying this. I'm not a Beatles fan, but the 3 bases that they threw out here, Hey Jude, Let It Be, another one, not that weird. Not In My Life. That one blows. Let It Be is a good one, though.
It's almost gospel, like these songs that they picked too. It's
like you sing in church. Let it be. Let it. Oh, what the hell was that?
Well, you never saw Cross the Hearse. They actually do sing it in church, but whew.
See, JD doesn't like that one. I like Let It Be. And
Wait,
I
can
hate the
guess?
Beatles.
Since I didn't see the list, I'm gonna guess. God
Okay.
damn it. If I see "Don't Stop Believing," I'm gonna break one of my computer screens. Wait a minute. Or
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you won't even come close to guessing any of the
no.
three.
All
No.
right, let me give one more guess. I don't know. Sweet Home Alabama.
And Eminem is not on this list. We don't know, man.
There you go.
Number 3. We need a freaking drum roll. Brrrr. One of Jules' least favorite artists. One of my all-time favorite songs. Like a Rolling Stone by Mr. Bob Dylan.
What are you talking about? I love Bob Dylan and I love this song.
He had that weird thing that came out with the girl.
Oh shit!
So no, yeah. No.
Damn, this song's so good though.
That's
I
for
was
sure.
always a Bob Dylan fan.
I love this song. This one and Tangled Up in Blue. I love them. And like Dylan, for me, that voice is terrible, but like Rolling Stone is such a great song. It's such a depressing story. This poor girl had everything. Now she's living on the street.
It was my college song.
Really?
But the last, it was Joey's party, and like all of my siblings were here except the one that lives in West Virginia. And Jay's like, "Yeah, you got just play it." And we played it outside, and it was like when all of us get together, that's like our song. And my oldest brother, he's the biggest Dylan fan, and he has this wine bottle, and he's like, when Dylan goes, I have to crack this wine bottle.
Oh yeah,
Very
wow.
cool.
I don't have it. Number 2 and number 1. Number 2 to me, I think the artist is legendary, so I don't want to badmouth it, but I can't believe it's like number 2 all time on this list. A tremendous artist, a tremendous rock and roll legend, Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good. I'm kind of floored by that, right?
Okay.
It doesn't tell a great story. It's not a great song.
The first one is Elvis. I'm leaving.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. No, it's not, but
Really?
I don't know. Johnny B. Good, Chuck Berry.
Not like, I don't know.
So number 1 is going to stun you. I guarantee it. Right?
I wish I could guess it. It's pissing me off that I don't have time to guess.
It's going to shock you because you're going to be like, really? And I'm going to tell you, I love this song.
Oh, good.
But I still wouldn't put it number 1 of all time in any list. It was so not friendly perceived when it was first made. It almost didn't even make it. It's Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. I love Queen.
I'm not even mad. That's okay in my book.
I'm not mad either. Because to get to the list, you had to hit that next button. When you scroll through next, and they show the next one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I never expected it to happen, but
I mean, I have things with this song. My mom has a video of me 5 years old, and I know every word, and I'm belting it out. Maybe someday I'll play it on the show, but this has always been one of my absolute favorites. So. And I see, change the course. You change the course. You put out one song. You have the Beatles, and then you have Velvet Underground. Like you're in that 60s weird thing, and they get into all the weird experimental music. It just changes the course, and then you have all these new artists. So I'm down with that one. I'm not even mad.
Queen is definitely a changer, a game changer, one of a kind. Good list. Some of them turn me the wrong way. Johnny B. Good just floors me as like number 2.
Yeah.
But okay.
I see why, but like, okay.
It's Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry.
But that's why we have our top 5, because they're our personal favorite, and we don't have to abide by like a list.
Oh, there I was looking for the headliner. There it is. I stink at my job. Real quickly, we'll do another topic or two, but I just want to let everybody know who's watching. If you watch on the replay, Yo 2.0 is going to come back. It's a Wednesday night version that we do. It's a little different. Unfortunately, we don't have Jewel, but because we love Jewel.
Aw.
But Wednesday nights I try to bring in like outsiders who maybe have never done this and people want to try it, or other podcasters who always want to be part of our show. We still have some guests, and we do it just a little bit different. We don't do like the top 5 stuff. Some of the stuff is sacred. It's Jewel and I's bed talk, so we don't bring that. We do different things. But I'm super excited to announce who is going to be bringing back the program. She was a local, and Jewel, her story, long story short, she was a Philadelphia artist, bass player, picked up one day, moved across the country to Arizona to become a part of this gigantic band of her idols. Her name is Miss Rachel Bello. She's now a member. Oh, she's great. She's so great. She's now a member of a band called Hollywood Gods and Monsters. And she said this is like her dream. She went out there, tried out, got it, stayed in Arizona, never came back. We love you. We miss you. And she was on 2.0 before the great review. So Yo 2.0 comes back June 1st with Hollywood Gods and Monsters guitarist Rachel Bello. Rachel, we thank you, of course, for coming back on with us. Super cool. We do miss you out here in Philly, one of our amazing Philly artists. She's going to be bringing back 2.0. Like I said, we do it Wednesday nights, and it's more or less to get more people involved in the show and try to branch us out more. Nothing beats this. There's no count of how many episodes we've done. Jewel Tatey, we count here. This is it. This is our baby. That's our sister show.
That's
This is
very
our baby.
cool, man. Yeah, no, that's so exciting. I mean, congratulations to her. Definitely be tuning in. That's awesome. That's what we
It's
love
awesome.
to see. Love to see you just go for it. Like, I'm just amazed at what all of our guests have achieved, and just to getting to know these people and talking to them, and just, I don't know, they're real people, and it's cool to know them. So
I agree. Speaking of super cool, and again, no disrespect to people that do 2.0. There's certain things I say for the Tuesday nights and for me and Jewel for the Mecca. And June 21st is one of those. Me and Jewel have talked about it. I still can't believe this is happening. A lot of people are like, wow, I can't believe it. June 21st on our program, a superstar of the current rock scene. She's guitarist for the Iron Maidens. Great female band. She also has a solo album out right here on the program, June 21st. The one and only Miss Nikki Stringfield. I can't freaking believe it.
and she was just in Sellersville.
I know. And dude, like I feel bad every time she posts something. I'm always like, and the Yo Show. She's probably like, dude, knock it the fuck off. But I love her. I adore her. I think she's an awesome musician. I love the Iron Maidens. Super cool. Watch all their videos and all that great stuff. And June 21st. On this program, Nikki Stringfield. Can't even begin to stand it. Jewel, there's just so much going on and so many great talents coming to the program. And half the time I tend to forget. And I got to go back to my little daily planner here to remind everybody. Next week, the 24th. Oh, my God. Next week is going to be freaking awesome, too, Jewel, right here on the Yo Show. She's not. Oh, I agree. Nikki Stringfield is amazing. You want to see amazing? JD Wolf, get ready to come back again next week. Tell the gang from Sepsis if they can to pop up too. I took the picture down because I had it in a bunch of pictures. I don't think I have it anymore, do I? No, I do not. But anyway, next Tuesday night, Jewel, on our program, the lead singer from the band Illusions of Grandeur, the one and only super badass Maggie Carlton, right here on our program next Tuesday as we continue with this stretch of awesome female kick-ass rock and metal singers. Maggie Carlton on the program next Tuesday night. Blown away, George.
I know. It's, it's amazing.
It is amazing. And like I said, I give all these women just such great credit, from Christina Chris to Melissa Wolf, of course, from Sepsis, Barbara Blackthorne, who was here last week, Maggie Carlton's coming on, Lena Scissorhands, and Margarita Monet. It goes on and on and on. There's so many of them, and they're so great, and they're so cool, and they're just awesome guests, too. Like I keep saying, men do better. The women are outworking you, except for Mike Nappi. You kick ass.
Yeah. Mike's the only one doing it. I think Mike and Brandon Messon.
Brandon Messon.
That work ethic.
Dude, I did not know he was in California.
That's where he belongs. Like,
he does. He is a Cali
California
dude.
boy.
Man. It's like if California was like cookie cut made for two people.
Yeah.
It's Brandon Messon and Robert Kerbeck. Yeah. Y'all throw a Bruce. He's a Cali guy, inside and out. Couple quick things to hit on real quickly. Topics, Jewel. We did not get to talk about this. I still can't believe it. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announces class for 2022. Eminem is in the class of 2022 to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Dolly Parton, Judas Priest, among some of the other names. Hit me with it real quick. Eminem, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Are you a proud Eminem fan at this moment?
Oh my God, he's so deserving. I mean, he deserves it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was voted in. Just crushing the charts. You can't crush the charts for that long and not get the recognition. And he just blew everyone away. So
definitely. And people are like, oh, people are like, it's not rock and roll. You know what? Rock and roll is like music. It's the whole thing of music. He did change music.
Run DMC is in it. He inducted LL Cool J. He's the biggest LL Cool J fan.
Yep.
I mean, they're recognizing that it's not just rock and it's rock infused rap and everything. Rap just seeps into so many music genres. So I mean, Dolly Parton, come on, they're just all well deserved wins.
Dolly Parton didn't even want to get in. They still voted her in. Like, hi, you're in.
She's just Saint Dolly. She's Saint Dolly. She just deserves everything.
I know. Everybody loves
deserves
Dolly.
to be preserved and in all her glory. She's the best person on the planet.
Agreed. Couple of rapid fires real quick. Woo! At 74 years old, Ric Flair announced he's getting back in the ring for one more match. 74 years old? Are you serious?
No.
Guy survived a heart attack and
No.
brain damage and all
Come
this
on, man.
freaking
You're not
crap.
playing music. You're in the ring. No. Come on.
I know, dude. Really, you're right.
Don't
You're
risk
not
the injury.
right. Please, Ric Flair, 74 years old, the opponent to be announced. And I got to tell you, man, should be in the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You know.
You ever seen the last time he wrestled with his saggy old man boobies? No, it's not plenty. Amber Heard removed from Aquaman 2. Real quick, didn't watch the trial, don't know a whole lot about it. Should she lose work over it?
Dude, I saw that video where she definitely snorts. Did you see that? She's
No.
and oh my God, she's definitely like doing coke on the sand. This chick is crazy. Like I can't.
What?
Every time I watch a new video, I'm like, I just can't with these people. It's just so insane.
Jesus. I guess when you're high with that, you're that big, you feel like you can do whatever you want. The Fantastic Four is rumoring a new movie with a gender swap. And everybody at first is like, oh, all females? No, it's not that. They're going to replace, they're going to swap the main character with somebody else. Like somebody might be Human Torch, might be female, etc., etc., etc. Take her with it?
I don't know. The first one was enough for me. I mean, I remember watching the old Fantastic Four, the cartoon. Like, I don't know. There's better characters out there. Make a good Airbender. Make a good Airbender. No one has revived this cartoon yet, and it's pissing me off.
I gotta tell you, the more I watch it,
I love Sailor Moon. Why can't they make a magnificent Sailor Moon or Zelda movie? Zelda would be a fantastic franchise with castles and goblins and fairies and everything. Why can't they do that?
I agree. I'm going to agree on that.
Like, why do another Fantastic Four? You have so much material out there. It's ridiculous.
Sailor Moon would be pretty decent too. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
Yeah.
like 5 5.
My man Steve Giordano chimed in late tonight. He said, "I dated an Amber Heard." You sure did.
Oh God.
Oh my God, you ever dated an Amber Heard? Sorry, dude. The Facebook comments aren't coming through on here. I don't know why. Getting very mad at streamer. Might be time for a move. That's everything. Is that all the topics already? Said happy birthday to Troy, of course, and we did all the topics, and we didn't do Man Cave scores. But no, I gotta say this real quick. The Man Cave score. So, of course, there's a great Doctor Strange movie, so I went out and ordered a couple of Doctor Stranges from Funko Pop, and there's a chance of the Chase, which of course is the rarer of them, and I got the Chase Doctor Strange. Look at that bad boy, blue.
Oh.
I bought a plastic holder for it because I anticipated getting it. And this bad boy's got some street value. You know what I'm saying?
That looks like the Butcher. The Boys is coming back too, June 3rd. Woo!
That's your show, yeah. The Boys.
It's great.
Glow in the dark, Luke Skywalker. Of course, it's not dark enough from the glow in the dark.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Dude, I can't keep up. We got we had the internet changed. They put in like a new higher speed internet.
Oh.
And my wife said the cable guys are like, man, your husband really has a lot of shit down here. Yeah, he sure does.
You
Freaking
think?
embarrassing.
God, you
Oh.
gotta watch it.
And I'll show off my Luka Doncic
I can't see.
Dunruss Optic rated rookie card. As Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks are now in the conference finals of the Western Conference. This card, the value. I love you. Don't come to my house and take my Luka. I love you, Luka. Congratulations, Luka. That's it for tonight, Joel Taney. What a kick-ass show. And massive thanks to Mike Nappi. Again, www.nappimusic.com. Facebook at Nappi Music. Instagram at Nappi Music. The new EP is Death to the 9 to 5 on Spotify, Apple Music, and more. I suppose I'm so great at my job that I forgot to mention he just put out another album called The Beat Tape. B-E-E-T, tape. I
That's
suck.
too much.
I suck at my job. I really do. Everybody calls me professional and they love me. And meanwhile, I sit here and blow chunks. Jewel comes in and she's got great music critique and expertise. And hold steady.
Yeah, great show.
Kabam! Scarlet Witch. I tell her, oh, she's so hot. I love her. Scarlet Witch.
Just making out with those pop dolls. Time to go.
Time to go. The one week I made out with my dog. She's like, that's enough. You're like making out with your dog. Let's get out of here. Let's get to St. Ricketts next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Don't forget Maggie Carlton from Illusions of Grandeur. It's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about all the great bands because they're like all making this like little knitted connection. And that's what I said, JD, tell the sepsis people to come check out Maggie and her band and let's make a big community of music stars all appreciating one another. Joel Tatey. Joel Tatey, you kicked friggin' ass. I had a great time tonight. Another awesome episode. Big thanks to Mike Nappi. Massive thanks to Jules Job for out and making her work late. And big thanks to everybody who tuned in. We always love you for it. Don't forget, we're going to be doing it 2 nights a week soon. Yo 2.0, our sister show, will be coming in Wednesday starting June 1st with Rachel Bella.
Woo!
Yes.
Good night, everyone. What we used to say?
I don't know. Where are you?
Don't.
There you are.
Oh.
But don't be a douche. I feel bad because we just kind of vanished without saying anything. Even though, like, as soon as the show ends, as soon as I hit St. Ricketts, Jewel runs.
I have to go to the bathroom. Come on, man.
That's why I like keeping the show on late. Anyway, no, that's enough. Jewel, we'll see you Tuesday. We'll talk on the airwaves. Have a great night, everybody. Let's take you out with some St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn. Let me get rid of the Fantastic Four gender swap first. Because that just looks ridiculous. Sit in the middle of the screen there. Here you go.
Gender swap?
Gender swap. Cue up St. Ricketts. Make sure the volume's up. It is. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you taste of it, poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this, was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what